RWP is brought to you by Porch Beer Entertainment.
So you got completely destroyed on New Year's Eve, which is semi-commonplace for you, I feel like. I feel like you're a New Year's Ever. Last year, of course, was the disaster New Year's. You and I, it was the rift, as I call it, the New Year's of 19.
Well, you had spent an entire year telling me that you had a good time, and then
And then I
literally
revealed
like
to you.
a month ago, you were like, yeah, because your New Year's party sucked. So that's why we didn't host one.
Oh, that's why? I'm the cause of that? But you could have invited everybody except for me.
Well, what would be the point of that? So
That would be a better party, probably. I'm not really a party guy. It depends. It's got to be the right people, as we know. Friendsgiving. I had a couple notes of some things that happened over the break, and then I want to hear a couple things that happened over your break. So first thing, so I went to the DMV, and this isn't going to be a DMV sucks bit, because we know that, but I got a new, so remember, my license is the vertical one, with the 15-year-old me on it.
that's...
It expires this year.
I thought... I don't know how you've been getting alcohol, because they're supposed to, like, turn you down if you have that.
No, because it has the age. It has the 1992 born in, and the expiration date.
Yeah, but, like, bars are supposed to be...
Well, they look at what age you are. But anyways, I have the vertical one with the 15-year-old me. But I finally went to the DMV.
How'd that go?
And I got the new picture. Now, the note that I had on
You just got back today, right? You went last week. You just got back today.
We got there at like 7:30 a.m. I think it opened at 8. We got out about 9:30 or so. So it wasn't too bad. It was a couple hours. But so when I went to get the picture part, so everything else was fine. The paperwork
that's
stuff.
the worst
So I went to the
thing.
picture part.
Yeah.
And I guess my smile was weird because the lady, when I took the first picture and the lady was like, "Oh, no." That was the first thing she said. She went, "Oh, no." She's like, "It looks like you're talking." Because I was smiling with my mouth, I guess, and I couldn't, and I guess I had a bad smile. And if there's anything I'm very self-conscious about, it's my smile. I can naturally smile fine, but in a picture setting, I'm not good at that. And so I guess I smiled weird. So the second smile, I did no teeth. And you know how no teeth smile? You kind of look like a chipmunk.
Yeah, psychopath.
You always end up looking like a weirdo. So she hesitated after that one as well. But I think at that point she was like, "It's the DMV."
It's sort of one of those
I'm not gonna
moments
care
where
that much.
like in those comedies where it's like the guy's like, doesn't look that good. He's like, all right, well, let's take the glasses off. They take the glasses off. Glasses back on.
That's exactly what it felt like, because the lady was clearly at a certain point just like, there's no point in this. He's just ugly, and we're just going to have to deal with that. So I did that, and I'm excited for the picture to arrive, because I'm very excited to see what I end up looking like in that, if my face looks humongous. The other note is, so we went to the movie theater on Sunday in Fairfax Town Center movie theater. We saw Knives Out, good movie. And the movie theater had no water bottles. I wanted water. They had no water bottles. So they said...
What do you mean? Like they just didn't
They
sell
were
them?
completely out of water bottles.
So Flint, Michigan?
I asked for water. They're like, "We're out of water bottles, but we do have these cups." And I was like, "Okay, that sounds fine." They hand me a tiny Dixie cup filled with water with my like large popcorn. So I have a large popcorn and I have a tiny little Dixie cup of water. And they're like, "Here you go." And I literally like stopped for a second. I was just like, "Is this it?" And they're like, "That's all we got." And I was like,
So they couldn't...
one sip.
I assume they had fountain drinks, though, right?
Yeah, they did.
The person couldn't just have given you a fountain drink and been like...
And I guess I asked for a small water, because I was just like, I expected like a small soda-sized water.
Why would you
and
say
I guess
small water?
I guess because I don't know, man. And they gave me a thimble. It was 2 sips. It was 2 sips, and I was done. And I was so thirsty the rest of the movie.
Why didn't you just get a soda and fill it with water?
Well, I didn't want soda. I wanted water. I like water at movie theaters.
Use the cup for the soda and fill it with water.
Oh, because the soda thing was behind the counter. It wasn't like a freestyle machine.
Even
it wasn't
better,
away.
you could have just asked for that. Been like, okay, well, you can't
It
deny
was too
me
late.
water.
You know me. I'm nervous. So the situation, they handed me the thimble, and then I had to go at that point, because I was like, there's a line. There's people behind me. They just want to go see their movie, and I was very nervous about it. But I got my thimble of water. We saw Knives Out. Knives Out, solid movie.
It looked really good.
We went movie crazy this break. Saw The Irishman, Two Popes, Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dolomite Is My Name. That's the Eddie Murphy movie that he's going to be best actor.
Where, did you take out a loan?
No. A lot of these Netflix movies. A lot of these were Netflix movies. 3 of them are Netflix movies.
But on a movie, okay.
That still counts. They're going to be
sort of.
They're going to be nominated for like Best Pictures and stuff. The Irishman was 3.5 hours. We had to break it up in chunks. We're like, we can't devote our entire day to this movie. We had to break it up.
Tilly?
Is Tilly about to launch a bomb?
No, she's just rolling in the carpet.
Well, it's a nice carpet. Any highlights for you over break? Now, it was a nice little... Here's the thing. You know, you and I, we haven't been together show-wise in weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
3... Was it 3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks.
Holy
because we pre-recorded the week before Christmas, so we wouldn't have to.
Any good Christmas gifts?
Yeah, I got a knockoff Yeti cooler I've been wanting.
Okay.
I got these Gordon Ramsay cookbooks.
Yeah.
And so one of my things is I'm going to try to cook one meal every week.
Okay.
That's like different.
That's a good goal. Yeah.
Because like we do meal prep and stuff.
Sure.
So I made like chicken stir fry, and I made some fried rice as I got this wok. But now I'm gonna go shopping this weekend.
When you hold it up to your ear, it's a walkie-talkie.
So stupid.
But she got your cookbooks. I've seen some of the videos from that and pictures.
Yeah, so
from that.
I'll be cooking here and there, and then got some boots and stuff. I don't know.
Abby got me an alarm clock that brightens, like it's supposed to fill your room with natural light.
Yeah,
so it gets more and more bright as it gets closer to the time you're supposed to wake up. The problem is with me is when my brain knows that I've set an alarm. And it's not like used to setting alarm. Like we had like 9 days off, so I didn't really set the alarm like at all. But since we're getting back into the work routine, when my brain knows I'm setting an alarm, it will wake up periodically every like 20 minutes, starting at like 3 a.m. until the alarm is going to go off. So I haven't really been able to experience the alarm clock because once it gets close to the alarm clock and it's close enough, I just unplug the alarm clock and I just go take my shower.
What?
Well, so the problem is I can't...
No, what's the point of having the alarm clock? You literally just said, yeah, I got this sweet clock. It's supposed to do all this stuff. I unplug it.
Well, yeah.
So
I do. I unplug it.
You plug it in with the intent to use it, and then you unplug it before you can use it.
Yes.
That is one of the dumbest things I have ever
In a way,
heard.
it kind of works. In a way, it kind of does what it's supposed to do.
It's like I got this new car, and every time I go outside, I grab the bike instead.
Sure. Well, yeah. I mean, it's to be fair. This morning I experienced so it has a 10-minute window and like leading up to your alarm, and it starts getting brighter and brighter. So I did experience 2 minutes of lead up before it was going to go off. So I was 8 minutes early, and then I unplugged it and took a shower. And then I went back to bed asleep. You know me, my routine. I've tried to get away from that routine about the going back to sleep thing because I notice it just makes me like even more tired.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to just go back to sleep. But yeah, I've got that alarm clock. I got another alarm. I got a digital clock for our TV room you've been in, so now I can know the time. I always got to know the time.
You do.
I got to know the time. I got to see, am I early? Am I late? What's going on? Never late. But it was eventful.
Well, you're late today, I guess.
No, I wasn't. Actually, I was here earlier than I would have been.
Normally,
the Uber guy treated me right, dude. That guy, at one point on Fairfax County Parkway, it was a red light, and this man did not do the stop for the red light and then go. This man just went, and I was like, "We're doing this, bro. You and me, we're criminals, Bonnie and Clyde."
That'd be so interesting for a car chase to occur when someone's still in the back.
Yeah, or
like what would
like
you
your
do?
Uber driver robs a bank.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Hold on, I'm just gonna make a quick stop," and you're just like on your phone. You're like, "Oh, I don't care."
Or the bank robbers call an Uber as their getaway. That would actually be a really good movie.
Yeah.
If,
well, those dudes that just got caught in like Manassas or something for killing somebody at a Denny's.
At Denny's, yeah, right near our old house.
I think
it's on Iron Gate.
They got caught. They were trying to take a taxi to like escape.
That's already weird because no one uses taxis anymore.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So
that's a red flag right there. These criminals took a taxi. Clearly, they're criminally insane. When was the last time?
You have to actually call a number for a taxi.
When was the last time you were in a taxi?
Last time I was in a taxi? Ooh.
I mean, in New York, one of our New York City trips, we took a cab. And
I would probably say high school.
Yeah.
High school's the last time I got into a taxi with the
It
purpose
was crazy.
of going somewhere.
When we got in one in New York, this was like 5 years ago.
It's insane.
It's like crazy. Well, not only is, of course, New York driving is crazy, but like the inside of the cab was crazy. There was TV screen, there was games. You like swipe your credit card on it and you're ready to go.
You like bet money on the card games in there.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then they had the little timer, but then you look at the thing and it's like, man, I should have taken an Uber because it just keeps climbing. At least with the Uber, you're like, all right, I know what I'm paying.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big benefit.
I still don't understand the equation behind that. And, like, they charge you per mile, but then they add on all these extra fees.
How? It's like, well, and then they have like a list, and it's in very small print. It's like this 2 times if you're going to the airport, and 3 times the fee if you're doing this and stuff like that.
I remember asking about one time. I was
if you're wearing a red coat.
I went like maybe 6 miles, and the bill was like $30.
That's insane.
And I was like, would you mind explaining this to me? Because like the only reason I didn't drive myself is because I didn't want to park where I'm going or something. Yeah, and I was so fired up. I was like, $30 for 6 miles. And he's like, well, there's a lot of things you need to think about. And I was like,
Think about? You're just driving in a car. You could have done this. You just didn't have a vehicle.
He's like, oh, you got hazard pay in case I got into an accident, all this.
What?
No. It's just like,
that's insane.
There's like all this crazy
there's a lot of
stuff.
things you need to take into consideration, okay?
Like,
think of what this man
had to go through. It's not just you back there, okay? I got a family.
Oh, God. Oh,
I think that's part of the reason too why cabs are just like dying slowly. And not that Uber's not even really that good of a business model because like
everyone's just getting killed left and right.
You also
not to make light of that, but like everyone's getting murdered by their Uber drivers.
And unless you were like working for Uber when they started, like you're not.
Oh, yeah, you don't make anything.
You're really not making a lot, and they don't have to give you cars to drive. They count on you using your own stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, like. It's smart, but at the same time, it's just like it's really
like
it's not great for the workers.
Uber's just the communication tool for you to reach the customer. Otherwise, you have the vehicle. There's the customer. You just can't go up to random people and be like, "Hey, do you need a ride?"
Yeah,
it's all official. It has to be done through a service.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
It's wild. That's why like I'm so surprised when I see taxis around.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm just like, what?
The only time I see them is at the airport now, because like the airport, there's the taxi line and stuff like that.
That's like all they've got going for them.
Yeah,
is airport
that's
and
the relationship.
To somebody's house.
That's
because like there's nothing else left except for the guys at Denny's who were like, you know how we get out of this situation? We call a taxi.
Yeah, and Lyft's over there being like, hey, don't forget about us. Funny thing is every time I've taken a Lyft, it's been great. It's always always cheaper.
I like Lyft. Yeah, Lyft is cheaper.
It is cheaper. What? There's no like third party one now. There's no like other option besides taxi cabs. It's like taxis, Uber, and Lyft. They've got the monopoly on the system. I guess I don't know. All right, you ready to do this New Year's show 2020? Sure. All right, here we go. This is the worst show that's been ever made.
Stay away from semi-trucks.
That is the worst advice ever. Afterwards, we went to Silver Diner and I had soup. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Oh, I heard the squeak of the pen.
Thanks, hon. Can't wait to rob these banks with you. Coochie goo.
If it means like stripping off all of your clothes to fight this man,
I immediately hung up the phone and I deleted the number and I think I might have tried. That was the opportunity for the counselors to hit the kids that they didn't like.
Yeah.
Like he does like kind of almost like not sexual magic.
Oh my god, I love your show!
Like, shirt phone.
I built a giant submarine!
And she kept saying the word heavy. Hunter, I barely know her. Your Tamagotchi has AIDS. It's like, how does it have AIDS? Like, so many baby heads could fit in there.
I don't think bite my neck like a fucking vampire.
Ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Wait, they're still doing this show. Jeez, give up the dream already, guys. Okay, well, let's get this over with. It's time to waste your time. It's the Random Word Podcast with your hosts, Ben and Salty Dalton.
Randos. Rando. Rando. Welcome to the Random Word Podcast.
Welcome in, Rando Nation,
2020.
to another episode.
What if we
of the Random
what if we
Word
do two
Podcast,
shows
episode
at the same time?
56, with my co-host here. We're
Your
behind.
co-host. You hesitated there.
Well,
I'm
there's-
50% of this outfit of this
That's-
operation.
that's a bit generous, though, right? Don't you think?
You're right. I'm 75%.
Okay.
I'm just
Ooh,
kidding.
all right, guy. This is.
Oh man! Welcome to
And this is the
Get a
last
Life, episode 3.
of. I'm sorry. Are you doing the intro? Or I'm doing the intro because you're stepping all over me.
No, you're doing.
Feel
No,
like
I'm
the
doing.
You feel like the big man around here?
You counted me
Huh?
down.
You walk in here and you think you can just kind of just take it over?
Yeah, I mean, I did get here first, but I got here before you today. So
That's strange. After being in the house the entire day.
that's what you think. You were in the neighbor's house. You just had no idea.
'Cause
What
you-
if you woke up one morning and you spent your half a day in a different house, and then you suddenly realize, oh my God, this isn't my house. It's happened to the best of us.
I think a good prank to pull if you have a lot of money would
Sure.
be to build an exact replica of somebody's house
Yeah.
somewhere else, like
Yeah.
on the middle of an island. And then when they go to sleep, you inject, I don't know, some more sleep drugs into
Sure.
them. Transfer
Completely
them,
illegal.
Transfer them over to that house.
Yeah.
Have them wake up.
Oh, yeah.
And then just film it. Just imagine that, like, you go through, nothing seems out of order.
No.
Until you get to like a window and you look outside, you're like, is that a beach?
You got to make it like on the top of a mountain in the Himalayas.
Yeah, and they're just like, what is going on?
No, that would be solid. I like that. That could be a future Pilot House episode.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, we'll bring that back. Again, the idea is to cycle in the segments because we're trying to keep shows to about an hour, which we've been doing a pretty good job, I will say. Now, they haven't been an hour. They've been like an hour 10, an hour 15, but we've been doing pretty well. We'll see if we still see if we get it done today. So we do have a word here. Again, this is episode 56. While it is a new year, it is the same season. So same process here. We've got the random word here. I prepared it for the folks at home today. I blacked it out.
Starts with
So I get to do the thing. No, you can't take away my moment. I get to do this. Your word is.
I'm gonna say the word first.
This is James Franco talking. Did you know that? When he says your word is.
Your word is
Paronomasia.
I thought it was Paronomasia.
Paronomasia. It is a noun. The definition is the use of a word in
Different.
different senses, or the use of words similar in sound to achieve a specific effect, such as humor or a dual meaning. Punning. It's like punning, adding a pun. So being like
What?
Sultan Farker.
But that isn't a pun.
Oh, so it would be like
The use of a word in different senses. The use of a word similar in sound to achieve a specific effect.
punning.
So it's making a pun.
Yeah, like a it's a pooper. Like instead of computer. That's a pun. Well, interesting choice, but
But the word that you chose to replace computer was cum pooper, which should already be a word. So
no. It's like instead of computer, come pooper, because it's bad, like at being a computer. Or like, what's another pun? Paper towel. I don't know. You know, we do puns on this show all the time. He's a George Mason, more like Schmorge Faison. Yeah, I mean, we do puns. It's like,
keep vamping. I
it's
got
like,
you.
what are you looking up? What's a pun? We know.
So a
puns.
pun would be like,
Come
why
pooper.
why shouldn't you visit an expensive wig shop? It's too high a price to pay. To pay for your head?
Sure.
To pay?
That's kind of what I said. And that's, yeah, so come pooper. It's the same thing. Same joke. It makes sense. Paronomasia. Paronomasia. That's the word. I think that's a good word. I picked it out. Is that okay? Did you-
Excellent would be a pun.
if you were making eggs.
This breakfast was excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let me try one. So, like, this lunch was sandwichrific.
Nope.
This lunch.
Nope. That's not how. I don't think you understand how
this lunch
puns
was
work.
2 slices. This is terrible. Let's see, dinner puns like spaghetti. Be like, this was confetti. It's a pun.
No, this is so fascinating.
It's a pun. It's
no,
a pun.
it's not though.
Okay, so think of something. Oh wait. So
Okay,
July 4th.
imagine something
July 4th,
something
you could be
happening.
like, it's real flaggy outside today.
Imagine somebody tripping on the sidewalk. What would you say?
You'd say, walk much? No.
Me.
You'd say, is there a crack in your knee? Because you hit it when you tripped.
What?
On that crack on the sidewalk.
Oh my God! You've never.
No, these are puns. I know what puns are.
You've never made a pun before, have you?
You go to the movies and you're like, oh man.
I can already see the hamster in your brain running furiously.
You're like, oh man, popcorn, right? No, you're like, this movie sure was sweet, and you're holding up M&Ms.
No, think about. Okay, so it's a movie that was about
M&Ms.
cows. You'd say that's a movie. That would be a pun.
Or you could be like, a movie was dairy good.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's your first one.
Give me another scenario.
Another scenario. Okay.
You're in class. You just failed the test. And your professor takes you after class.
Did you Googled something?
No, I didn't.
You looked at your lap.
My watch went off. I gotta make sure.
Where's your phone?
I gotta
Where's
make
your phone right
Well,
now?
my phone's in my lap, but it's blank.
Okay, all right.
So you're after class, and the teacher's like, if you'd like a better grade, we can arrange something. And the pun is like, man, this feels. I did hard on that test.
I hope you're not talking about my sexucation.
Is that the pun?
That would be a pun.
Okay. I'll work on it. Like if you're climbing a ladder, you're like, man, life is full of rungs.
What is that? That's more of like an idiom?
You're an idiom, bro. You're an idiom.
I just can't believe you've never made a pun before.
I've made plenty of puns.
For being a stand-up comic, you're not very punny. That's a pun.
How is that a pun? You just said the word pun.
You're not very punny.
So
instead
you
of
could
funny,
just change the letter for the word. So it'd be like, oh, you're fartarious instead of hilarious.
No, that doesn't work that way.
You're like, oh, Julius Geezer when he was old. That's a pun.
That is a pun. All right, so you're like, it's hit or miss, but you're working your way through it.
That guy's just scrambling around up there, trying to dig for gold.
Find those nuts.
He's prospecting up there. The prospect of a good joke.
Yeah, that's not a pun though.
That's not a fun pun though. It's not a pun fun though. So it is. We'll explore this another day. So it is the New Year's show here, and Salty Dalton. I pulled the clips from last year's New Year's resolutions, and I want us to go through these and comment on where we're at with these.
Dis?
Oh, that's good. Felt cute. Might delete later. That's a good pun.
That not a pun though.
So we've got some resolutions to listen to. Are you ready? And we're going to comment on whether we fulfill them or not. And then we've got our new resolutions. All right. First one.
In 2019,
Yes.
our resolution.
Yes.
Is choir music in the background?
To the Rando Nation is to stop chewing into the microphone.
Oh, I wrote that down again.
So that was the first one. Stop chewing the microphone. Now, I would argue that we have not fulfilled that because we've tried. We've done better.
We've done better.
I
think.
I try to tilt my face away from it.
See, the issue is like what we have to do is we have to just eat in the beginning and then record.
That's
it's
a
just
problem.
like because I don't like.
If you wait all the way till the end, that's like an hour, and then if you do it in the middle, that's when we get to chewing, like during fishbowl. And
because then you're so hungry and you're staring at this pizza,
yeah.
and we're in the middle of recording.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But doing it at the beginning delays the start of the show, so we might just keep chewing. All right, next one. In 2019, I promise. Is it promises? I don't know.
Resolution. My resolution.
My resolution.
Don't sign us up to anything.
My resolution is we are going to move away from the pizza pasta every time and start ordering from some different restaurants. different cuisines, different foods.
Okay. Yeah.
Through Uber Eats and
That
other
definitely
various
wasn't
sources.
cleared with anyone else in this room. But okay, we can talk about that.
That's
So
my
expensive.
resolution.
I'm resoluting that.
Now, I actually am proud of us. We've gone away from like Uber Eats because I was spending hundreds of dollars, and you too. You were buying pizzas too. We were both spending hundreds of dollars every
Yeah.
few months on pizzas and food arriving to the house. So we've gone away from that. Now, you did get my Venmo paying you back from all the pizzas, right? I put like a lump sum that I felt like was a good accumulation of like the pizzas that you guys had bought for me for a
that's
few
fine.
months.
I thought I returned that.
I don't know, and you don't have to. It was a lump sum.
To
To pay back for a few months worth of pizzas that you had made.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm just hoping you got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Did you
was
get
lost in the mail.
Because you didn't pay for your league fees until like 2 days ago. So for fantasy.
I was racking my brain because I was going through because the fantasy football one ended and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was sitting there and I was like, Ashley, did I pay Ben for fantasy basketball? This is right before the text came out. She's like, I don't know. Aren't you in a bunch of leagues? And I was like, we're already like several weeks into this. I was like,
we're halfway through the season.
I was like, do you remember if I did? And she's like,
And I've been sitting there steaming because I know there's a couple other people that still have not paid. And I was like, I'm going to wait till halfway through the season and then I'm going to send this reminder to everybody because I didn't want to be annoying. All right, next one.
in 2019,
Yes.
January 1st, in the ensuing months,
Yes.
my resolution I built this is to finally join the League of Magicians.
Wow. The League of
That is
Magicians.
such a good one.
And have you any progress on that?
I did dust off.
That's a throwback because remember we did in 2018 we did the episode about Magic School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did dust off an old magic trick that I had learned back in high school. And I did do that in a meeting.
Was it a cards thing?
Yeah.
Okay. That was a card. Have you watched Magic? Oh wait, remember we watched like 7 episodes of Magic for Humans? Yeah, it's the greatest show ever.
It's good. Good show.
All right, next one.
My resolution for 2019 and for the show is we're going to get Pete to sign an official contract to
love
be
it.
our CMO. We're going to get it on paper so that way we can confirm that he is, yes, indeed, the CMO. And despite his protests, we can say, Pete, we got the paper.
So
we
had the Pete review.
We did the performance
2019.
review.
Yeah, we did the performance review.
But
he did sign something.
He signed the performance review.
Yeah.
Or he refused to sign it. I don't know. He's really non-committal on everything.
Yeah. And so he has not. No, but he is our CMO. I mean, he doesn't have to sign paperwork as long as we write it down.
I haven't called Pete our CMO in a long time.
Yeah, you got to start doing that again and then even when he moves, he's going to still be our CMO. He's just going to work remote.
We're authorizing telework.
He's going to have to dial in. Yeah,
Wow, okay.
to every show. We're going to have to make him call into every.
Almost the first spill of 2020.
All right, next one.
In
Pal?
2019.
19, man. Big year.
2019
Think about that.
AD, I resolve to only eat one bag of gummy bears per week.
Wow.
Dial it back.
Per week.
You followed with per week?
I completed myself from a year ago.
Yeah, so I think I have done very well on that, except for
Until I bought you.
You bought me 15 pounds of gummy bears.
Yes.
I had my team members help kill the first bag.
How many bags did I get you?
I just opened one up. 3.
Okay, nice.
3 5.2 pound bags.
Nice.
And then one bag we gave to our nephew for Christmas to see what his reaction would be.
I'm fine with that.
He lost his mind.
Yeah, I mean,
he opened the box, was like, what? And like lifted it out. Was like, what is this?
God's gift to man. That's what that is.
Yeah, so I'm working on the third and final bag right now. I just transferred it all to a giant Ziploc.
But you've cut down on the gummies.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Used to be
a fiend.
Salty Dalton used to be a fiend. So we had a little in college. There was a little like corner store type shop that was right below where we lived, and they sold candy.
What was that called?
Second stop, third stop, one stop.
One stop.
One stop.
One stop was what it was
Something
called.
like that, yeah. And Salty Dalton would go down there, and every few days or so, or at the regular cafeteria, he'd come back with a bag, not one bag. It'd usually be like 3 or 4 bags of various candy, and basically would be working on them like every single day. So if you ever saw him on the couch playing video games, he'd be eating the candy and on his phone, and it was like a daily occurrence.
Yeah,
but you've cut down.
I have actually.
Your dentist is like, I've had to sell the beach house.
Yeah,
I
come on,
haven't been
you're
able to
supposed
afford
to-
the mortgage
You
anymore.
come in every couple of months with cavities.
Resolution 6. Here we go.
One of my resolutions here and for the show for 2019 is we are going to have an official T-shirt that we will be selling on our website, www.therandomwordpodcast.
So
Awkward for 2 reasons.
One of my new resolutions for the show is we will make merchandise.
Yeah, awkward for 2 reasons. One, the website doesn't exist anymore because it was like there's no point in having that website because I was just paying money for a website that like we don't ever promote
which
or
one?
use. It was just a site that the randomwordpodcast.com.
We had
And
our
it had all the episodes on there.
wait, yeah, but we needed that, didn't we?
No, we don't need it for anything.
So
It was an extra website that I used just so we could be like, hey, advertiser, here's a website of our podcast. But there was really no need for it. So I deleted it because I was like, hey, I'm buying a house. I kind of need money.
okay.
So we don't have now. That doesn't mean we can't put up maybe an Etsy shop. You never know. We'll figure it out, or sell through some other means on the
Venmo.
streets. Down Venmo would be easy, very easy, right through Instagram. We'll work out some designs
we just have to put our Venmo out there, and then
Yeah.
people can Venmo us.
at any time.
Yeah.
for any reason.
Yeah, maybe you're having a good day, and you just want to throw a little
Like,
bit
God
of change our
damn,
way.
I want to send $2 to those boys, those beautiful
Another good
boys.
pun would be on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
If you guys were looking for your Uber and someone's like, I see it down the street, you would say, now that's 2020 vision.
Oh,
Get
or
it?
like if you saw a homeless man, you'd be like, "Don't change," because like you didn't give him change.
Well, that man would have just heard, don't ever stop being homeless.
Well, he didn't. He didn't hear the pun.
Don't you find that house?
Don't change.
Oh, those are cool headphones. You got a little light on them.
19, the year of our Lord.
On the front?
I resolve. Our show resolves
no light.
to get a
I thought it was
C-list
blinking.
celebrity
Wait, hold
in
on.
some way, shape,
C-list
or form
celebrity.
to endorse this podcast.
To endorse the podcast.
So, again, on my new...
So you just took last year's resolutions and wrote them down.
Well, I don't even remember what they were, and I put C-list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to D.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to go one rung down.
Yeah.
I think C was shooting
Which could
a
be
little
like
high.
very easy. It could be like your local garbage man, or like maybe.
Well,
the
I don't know how
mayor.
many famous garbage men are out there.
D
but
list though.
what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go on Netflix and look at the those really cheap, low budget.
Garbage men are really trashy. There's a pun.
There we go. It was a little offensive, but it's good.
Well, when they're dressed like that.
Just like what? Let's pull this thread.
No.
Well, dress like what?
I'm joking. It was going to be like a slutty outfit. Just be
Oh.
like, you look so trashy, garbage man. Just
it.
wearing like a bikini. You're picking up our trash like that.
Oh god, I lost what we were talking about.
No, we were saying D-list celebrities.
Okay. Oh yeah. Go on Netflix. Watch one of those cheap
Oh yeah,
movies.
Yeah, like the
find out
one-star movie.
Have the actor reel come up.
yeah.
Pick one.
Find one,
at
yeah.
random.
Yeah.
Find them and be like, just like get
They
their
gotta have
agent
an
or something.
Instagram, yeah.
They have to have an Instagram. And be like, hey, we're interested in having you talk about your role in the Random Word podcast, and then something.
Okay, we can figure out. We still have to call Bing too this year. Next one.
One of my resolutions for 2019,
2019.
we are going to reach 5,000 downloads.
Whoa. Let's get a download check.
Let's get a quick download check here. Gotta log out of Get a Life. Let's see. Dalton. Okay. Face ID. All right. It thinks I'm you.
There's a Podbean app
What? No, I logged in online. So we're right now
with
at
Face ID.
anything on my phone is Face ID. We are currently at 3,000.
Websites aren't Face ID.
when it pulls up passwords that you have saved, it does. 3,469.
Cool. So
What did I say we were going to be at?
we're about 1,500 short. You said 5,000.
And that's not on us. To be
No,
honest.
that's on the
Rando
listeners.
Nation.
That's on all of you guys for not subscribing and reviewing. We have.
Telling your friends, your aunts, your uncles.
It's funny because we have hundreds of listeners now, which is more than 12.
Well, yeah, it is more than 12.
And we only have like 30 reviews.
It's sad.
So
Rando Nation, your resolution for the new year should be
leave a review.
leave a review. That would be nice. It takes
Do something for once.
seconds.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You lazy bastards.
I'm not begging. I'm not going to get down on my knees and beg for these people.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
In 2000, in 18 plus 1,
Plus one.
that's 2019,
That
was so much fun. I resolved this. My resolution is to help at least 3 spirits pass on.
Yeah.
I can say I neighborhood Ghostbusters. I did do that.
Absolutely. Nova Spies.
Nova Spies, paranormal investigators.
Paranormal investigators.
How did you do that? What do you mean you did that?
I did.
When?
What do you mean
You
when?
helped 3 spirits move on to the other side? Would you kill 3
all I had
people?
to do was just I had to do at least one every 4 months.
Yeah, well, what were their names?
Spirits don't have names.
Yeah, they do. They have because they were people in real life.
Yeah, but they stopped being.
Oh, what did you play Pokemon and send Marowak home with your mom or whatever it was?
With my mom? Yeah, I sent Marowak home with my mom.
Come on, Marowak.
No, I went down to like some of the local haunted houses and I did the whole ceremony.
Ritual?
Yeah. And then
Sounds spooky. There's a pun.
yeah, there's a flash of light.
That was a
and
pun.
It just like it spelled out, kind of like how Charlotte's Web, the spider would write "thank you." It would just be like "thank you."
Eat more bacon.
Yeah.
The pig's like, what the hell? Charlotte? Was it Charlotte? Was the
Charlotte's Web.
I know. Was Charlotte was okay? So Charlotte was the
Charlotte
spider.
was yeah.
And what was the pig name?
Wilbur.
Wilbur. Charlotte and Wilbur, and they were best friends or something. I don't remember the story. And it was like, and then Charlotte.
Wait. Do you remember the movie about the it was the pig that enters that dog contest for like best in show?
No.
And he goes, "That'll do, pig. That'll do."
I thought that was from Shrek.
No. So they stole that line from.
Oh. Okay.
Oh God.
Because Charlotte's Web wasn't the one where Charlotte was a talented spider, and then like
Okay, well, I mean,
a
talented spider.
hot shot agent,
Hot
comes in
shot
from
spider, yeah.
No, hot shot agent comes in from New York City. He's like, the spider's amazing. We got to get her in the big city. And then Wilbur's like, that's my friend. And then they're like, no, Charlotte, you're going to be making webs on top of Times Square. And then they take Charlotte to New York City, and they have Charlotte do her designs. It's like, welcome to New York, and everyone's like, yay, Charlotte.
Yeah, and like a tiny spider
and
web.
Wilbur's just sitting in the rain crying.
Yeah,
and then
I think so. I remember
Yeah.
she died at the end.
Whoa! Spoiler alert! What the hell?
Well, she was
Did
just
the
like
pig step on her?
it was weird too, because like I have no concept of how long spiders live for.
It's true. We just kill them as soon as we see
But
them.
it didn't
on
seem
sight.
like a lot of time went through the movie. But she was just like, "I'm leaving now," and then like
She's crumpled into death.
and she died, but she had laid eggs, and theoretically the eggs would like explode out of her or something.
Right.
But then he's like, now there are 6 million Charlottes.
Oh, that's and they're all, but none of them can draw.
I don't think so.
They're all autistic. It's just like, not that autistic people can't draw. Sorry about that.
Welcome to 2020.
Next resolution.
Home of the
One of my
autistic
resolutions
spider.
for not 2020, not 2018, but 2019. Right there in the middle. Sweet spot.
Yeah,
a little
sandwich.
slice of ham.
It's the
right
meat on
between
that. The meat on that year sandwich.
the 2 slices of freshly cooked brioche.
Subway, eat fresh.
Well,
is
lead
to
up.
stop,
That in your lunchbox.
is to
Oh,
stop
put that in
sweating
the
so
lunchbox.
much.
Stop sweating so much.
I know for a fact that's not true.
100% not true. Really nothing I can do about it. I wear deodorant though, so I'm not stinky, but I do.
Remember
smell.
that rag you used to keep by your bed?
Were there 2 rags?
Yeah,
for
the one
2
you-
different purposes.
You'd wipe down your armpits with every night?
Oh yeah. We talked. Remember that was on the video highlights. What it was about the bug. The
No,
bug
you always
position.
carried one in your backpack, though.
I
It
guess
was
I
a
did.
rag. It was like a washcloth.
Yeah, because you never know. It's funny because I brought one to all my baseball games too because I sweat so much. It started as soon as I start doing any physical activity. Even if I'm in okay shape, I'll just start sweating like crazy, and I'm not in okay shape, so it doesn't work. But that resolution did not work at all.
My personal last resolution.
Sure.
My ironclad resolution for 2019 is to podcast from space. You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna do it from space. So we did enter the NASA training program.
We did.
And
Run by Buzz Aldrin himself.
We were turned away within the first 10 minutes.
They took one look at us and said, "You guys are not ready for space." He's sweating like a madman. This guy has 5 billion spiders under his jacket, and he keeps telling people to call him Charlotte.
I made the decision to get up and walk out when I was informed that I could not bring any gummy bears into space.
This is true. Imagine eating the first gummy bear in space.
And I said that there are some hills that we pick to die on.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
That was my hill.
That was your hill.
That was my Custer's last stand.
We got one more resolution. Here we go.
Well, folks,
Get a new co-host.
been a hell of a year, but my resolution, my goal for 2019 is for the Random Word Podcast to do the wife cast.
Ooh. So we kind of did.
Sort of.
Sort of. That's like a half-filled one, because both of our wives were on the show, technically.
You could hear Ashley in the background.
You could hear her laugh at my funny bits and my puns.
You remember you just made your first pun this year.
No. I've been making them left and right. I've been a real punny guy all year long. The year of the pun. That's what they call me. And everything I say. They call me Punjamin Simpson.
That's better. Wait, did you just
I just throw up everywhere.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Makes it
all right,
fun.
so let's run through
It's very messy.
our resolutions, the ones that you came up with 5 minutes before the show started. So we'll
For 2020,
all right, you go first.
my first resolution from a personal standpoint will be to whittle something.
Ah, I like that.
Get a little pocket knife out, maybe
a little man,
Whittle.
a little guy. You're gonna whittle a little guy,
Yeah, maybe that or a little duck,
little duck.
little duckling.
Why do
yeah.
you want to whittle a duck?
It's an easy shape.
You gotta
Get off my back! I don't whittle.
You gotta whittle the hole in the duck so you can become a duck hunter. Because you gotta blow the.
So in your brain, duck hunters can only use whistles that are shaped like ducks, because the duck would look at them and go, "Oh, that's a duck whistle."
Yeah, that guy clearly knows. That guy's blowing in that duck. I want that. What's your next one? Oh wait, no, I got it.
I can't fly south for the winter. That turns me on.
My first one just turns me on. I'm real duckable.
What? Oh God! Oh, that's a bad pun.
My first one. I will find. Okay, so for 2020, I will find a new color to wear for my clothes. I'm a blue-gray guy.
That's me too.
I like
yeah.
blue. I like grays. The occasional red. The occasional green. The Mason colors.
How about we pick your color on air right now?
Oh, that could get dangerous. You know,
I would say
maybe a burnt orange, like my hair.
wait. You say your hair is not
I'm
burnt
kidding, I'm
orange?
kidding.
Okay. I was like, God damn.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, so is this what's this commitment level like? Are you
Well,
just
I
gonna
don't
start
have to wear it
wearing
every day.
Is this gonna be like f***ing Arthur, where you wear a yellow sweater every day?
What am I gonna wear today, Mom?
You
Buster
open the closet and there's just like 56 orange sweaters.
or Winifred Reed, DW from Arthur.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, DW.
Making fun of me. Francine,
What a
Muffy.
weird fucking world that
They
was.
got trapped in the library. They're like, we're on top of all these books. We're trapped in the library. Parents were like, I don't know where the kids are. Maybe they're at the fucking library. They're like, no, they wouldn't be at the library. He's an idiot. Look at him. Arthur? He was no Brain. Remember Brain? That was one of their friends. They just named him Brain. Imagine living up to that title. You can't be an idiot if your name's Brain. That's so sad.
Also, just like
He's like, I just want to be a normal kid.
my name's Jeffrey. Shut up, brain.
Yeah, shut the up,
Do
Brain.
some fucking math.
Yeah, everyone picks on him. So what's my color? My color for the new year?
I think I don't know. So
Magenta?
I would say purple. Let's do purple.
Problem is, purple starts getting too close to Grimace as being like a big guy. Or Barney.
Interesting.
So as a big guy, there are certain colors you got to avoid. Purple is one of them.
Okay.
People start calling you Barney.
What about orange?
Orange would be very interesting. Now,
No, do turquoise.
turquoise. Okay. I don't exactly know what that
It's like a
is.
light blue.
Okay. Light blue. Okay. I like blue. Makes my eyes stand out. They're not blue eyes. All right. What's your next one?
In 2020, I will make a new catchphrase, and I've already started working on it. And I've gotten quite a few people on board. It's boy howdy.
Boy howdy.
Yeah, whenever something happens, I go, boy howdy. So Ashley and Brittany and some of my team members have already started saying it.
So
Boy howdy.
if we think about some of your catchphrases on this show. So we had put that in your lunchbox.
Put that in your lunchbox.
I feel like you had a couple others at times.
Yeah,
now we
here and there.
Dude, you know, if we're still doing this show in August, it will be 2 years of doing this podcast.
That's a long time.
That's insane.
It's a money pit.
That's longer than we've ever done anything in our lives.
That's true.
All right, so
we're the kings of
catchphrase.
coming up with ideas, and then we just
This
lack the
has been
follow
the
through.
longest one that we've actually followed through with.
Oh, yeah.
100%. If it's longer than a month, then it's the longest. What? So when are you starting the new catchphrase? Like when? Oh wait, you already started.
So I've already
You said
started
boy
it.
howdy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm gonna just try to make that like one of my things.
Okay. Mine in 2020, I will learn a new dance move and perfect it.
Okay, for like use at parties and weddings.
Parties, weddings.
I mean, what else would you be?
YouTube videos. I could, start my own channel.
You could, yeah.
Hey guys, like and subscribe. I want to do a new
Hey
dance.
guys, welcome back to Ben's one dance move. I'm gonna be doing the same move again for you. Appreciate
Every
my sponsors.
episode is just the
like
same
and
move.
subscribe at the bottom.
Every day for a year. It's just the same move every time.
Okay, here's the floss. We ready in 3,
They can
2,
see me
1.
master it. Imagine I get better and better each day.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea for a channel, to be honest. Let's be honest. I can get some views.
Yeah. You could do.
A guy does one dance move every day of the year. Now I'm already a couple days late, but every day of the year
Well,
after
then you just
January
play
2nd.
every single clip for 1 second with the day counter on there, and then they'll see your technique evolve and your costumes.
I won't keep that in. What's your next one? I just edited myself live because I'm going to remove that. Hey, I'm going to remove that.
Hey, Ben, if you're listening, take out that clearly statement.
Well, you don't say that.
Well, then you just
Take that out too. All right, what's yours?
Oh man, mine is
This is your third one.
in 2020. I will actually tell funny jokes.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
one thing
2019, you were not funny.
No, one thing I did is I listened back to the first year of the podcast, and I was like,
Hilarious.
My stuff was so much better.
A-list material. You were a firework.
I burned so bright.
You burned so bright. It was a 4th of July, and then now you're just
So
ash on the
I
ground.
think I'm going to go back to comedy school. I'm probably
Okay.
going to hit the books a little bit.
Comics.com.
Yeah, probably
Sponsor the
just
show.
really feel out my comedy style
All right,
and
makes
try to
sense.
move back there.
My third one.
I think
here.
maybe we've gotten too structured. Maybe that's a problem.
We got to be loose. We got to do a no format cast where we just go off book.
Chaos cast.
Chaos cast. I like that idea. My next one. I will learn an obscure language. So,
Okay, what's the level of commitment in the language learning?
well, I'm not going to learn I'm not going to master it, but I'm going to learn like some basics of a very obscure language, like from an obscure country, like we're talking like Polynesian islands or something.
I think you need a couple catchphrases in a different
Yeah.
language, and that's your thing.
Yeah. I'm not going to imitate any language right now because I don't want to be culturally offensive, but if I'm saying it in the natural tongue, once I learn it,
Yeah.
it's not going to be offensive anymore. I did start learning some Mandarin a couple weeks ago.
What brought that on?
I watched a movie and there are Asian people in it. And I was like, that would be cool to learn that language. I don't remember any of it. Next one, your fourth one.
So the Random Word podcast in 2020 will now have a celebrity D-lister on it at some point.
Right. So we talked about that one. The Random Word podcast will have 3 phone interviews in 2020.
I like it.
1, 2, 3. 3 phone interviews. We got to get weird. We've had 2 fantastic phone conversations with random strangers over the year. We had Janica the Psychic, and we had, I forget her name, from Nova Spies. And those were 2 of the best moments. People talk to me about the Nova Spies interview to this day. And that was over a year ago.
Oh, I put out feelers to more paranormal investigative places, and I got one message back, and then they're like, what time? And I was like, well, we normally have the shows on Thursday at 5.
And they're probably like, that one specific time doesn't work for my schedule.
And I didn't get anything back.
Yeah.
So,
well, we can work around their schedule. We can maybe, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I want to do 3 phone interviews this year. All right?
that's good. So in 2020, we will get an actual sponsorship. I don't care where it is.
What do you mean actual sponsor? We've had millions of sponsors.
We
of the
do.
show.
Yeah.
Bing.com.
A local
Go Bing yourself.
sponsorship.
Local sponsorship. Okay, so what are we talking? We're talking go to local.
I'm talking like if we go down to Bella Pizza and
Ooh.
say, listen, if you give us some pizza coupons or a free pizza.
Free pizza. We will work your pizza into every segment that we do. All of our advice, all of our fishbowl inventions.
We should.
Everything.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to do a local sponsor.
Bella Pizza Cast. All right, my next one. RWP in 2020 will win an award.
What kind of award?
Now, I'm not going to be specific about that
Okay.
because I'm going to leave it open.
People can submit us to podcast awards.
That's what I'm saying. There could be that. It could be any sort of award, though. Could be 2 hottest hosts.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
You know what makes me upset is that we're 2 nobodies.
Sure.
And we started a podcast.
Speak for yourself. But okay.
Yeah. So we started a podcast, and we eventually got. So far, we're at like 3,500 downloads in a year. Right.
If we had been getting like 0 downloads every episode, we would have stopped a year and a half ago. We would have been like, nah, there's no point in doing this.
Yeah. And so, but then what pisses me off is like celebrities who are already famously wealthy will be like, "Oh, I started a podcast. Oh, well, look." And 2 days later, they're like, "We're charting #1 on iTunes,"
It's
and I'm like, "You dog!"
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Any random celebrity, if they're like an A or B lister.
Will Ferrell put one out.
Yeah,
and it's him being Ron Burgundy.
It's like #1.
And I snapped my pencil over my leg and was like, "You don't need to do this."
It's an embarrassment to our craft. Because, like,
It's just
stay in
not
your
fair.
field. Stay in your field.
You know how hard it is to do this? It's incredibly hard.
We're
We
slaving
think about
away
quitting
here.
every week.
We're slaving away here. All right, what's your last one? Last resolution.
I had 2, and apparently both of these were both resolutions from last year.
Hey, that's okay. Choose one.
We're going to make some more merchandise.
Yes, you mentioned that one.
Actually, we're going to do the RWP is going to do a giveaway sweepstakes.
Okay. A giveaway sweepstake. I kind of like that. What are we giving away? Like my underwear or something?
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe like a handwritten note from
I like
each one
how
of us.
the way you answered that was perfect because you answered it with full sincerity and you just continued on. You were like, yeah, maybe, and then you just continued.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, like we could do that.
Maybe a signed show doc.
Yeah, we'll have
our signatures on
put
it.
like a
It's
shirt,
worth a lot of money.
a shirt and a show doc in there, or
Yeah,
like
it's got to be a lot of stuff.
It'll be like one of those things where it's like
God,
you
you
have
would be
to
crazy.
share and subscribe. Like you have to share.
Yeah, you got to
follow the Random Word Podcast on
tag
Instagram.
2 of your friends.
Tag 2 of your friends and
Yeah.
comment, and then you'll get the stuff.
You would be
We
crazy
can do that
if
super
eventually if we auctioned off a live appearance on the Random Word Podcast. Like we had somebody.
Yeah, but we're not paying for their flight here, right?
Well, no, they would have to transport themselves here, and
So they would-
We can't give them your specific address either. I'd have to blindfold them and drive them here.
Yeah, that'd be
Because,
kind
like-
of fun. We'll pick them up from the airport,
Yeah,
and then we'll be like, "Hey, listen, sorry, we put the bag on their head."
you get it, right?
I think it'd be funnier is if we open the door to the van and yank them in.
Yeah.
in
Come on!
front of all the people at the
Yeah,
airport.
yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out. But I like the idea of some sort of giveaway, sweepstakes, something like that. My last one here. In 2020, we will do the Barker cast. Here's what I'm saying here, Salty Dalton. I'm saying Chelsea Barker. I'm saying Papa Barker. We're going to get 4 people around this table. We're going to do the Barker cast.
Okay.
We're going to dive in a little bit.
All right.
Now, I don't have 4 microphones, but
Well,
we have a spare. Actually, we have a
We
spare.
do have 4 microphones.
Yeah, we have these. Yeah. So I'm thinking we got to get Chelsea Barker on the show, your sister. We got to get your pops back on the show. So I'm saying 4 people, 1 table, endless possibilities. Barker cast. We'll see. Those are the resolutions for this year. Salty Dalton, before we get to Fishbowl,
We're probably going to need to swing this out to our good friends in the news studio for probably...
you're right. Yeah. We gotta get the newsboys.
Also, we're still sponsored by Bing.com.
Extra. Read all about it. Welcome to the newsboys.
Welcome to New York. Take a paper. Here's the Post. Here's the Gazette.
I subscribe to this online. I don't need the physical copy.
Please take the paper, sir. They'll kill me.
They will murder me if I come back with any of these. Let's check into chat and chat. Wait, are they? I think we got the live feed, right? We're with them in the studio.
Let me hit a few buttons over
Yeah.
here.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, 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 boop.
You okay over there?
Hey guys.
See, I was hitting actual buttons.
Hey, it's Chip.
I'm Chet Morningstar.
Oh, there's
Chet,
the boys.
Chet
Oh,
Morningstar.
nice.
This is Chet Morningstar. Chet.
Whoa, Chet. Step away from
Chet
the
on
microphone
3,
a little
Chet-
bit.
Chet
Oh, there you
Morningstar.
go. That's better, Chet. All right, boys. We're going to turn it over to you for your first news broadcast of 2020. Good luck, guys.
Ring in the new year with some savory articles.
Yeah,
gentlemen.
good luck. Rise and shine, Rando Nation, and welcome to Chet and Chip in the Morning. I am Chip Daly. He is Chet Morningstar.
Chet Morningstar.
And this
Chet Morningstar.
is the news. A 45-year-old tortoise started a house fire in England last week after knocking over a heat lamp onto his bedding. Now, the tortoise informed police that his motive behind the arson was he wanted to feel the same thrilling high he got from beating the hare in that race. Thousands of penis-shaped fish washed up on the beaches of California last week. This comes a week after thousands of fish-shaped penises washed up on the beaches of Tinder. And lastly, a woman pranked a man she gave her number to by pretending to be an animal adoption agency and that he had just adopted a baby chimp. Much to her surprise, the DNA results came back and the baby was hers.
I'm Chet Morningstar. In a Wisconsin city may toss a 57-year-old ban on throwing snowballs this winter. Kevin Bacon has already began traveling to Wisconsin looking to duplicate what he did in Footloose. A police therapy dog has been accused of stealing toys donated for children. It's always the ones you look up to, Chip. When pressed for a statement, he simply replied with, "Woof," because it's a dog.
It's a dog.
A hazardous material that cleared out a school bus turns out to be Axe body spray. Thousands of us can now safely say the only reason we could never find a girlfriend in high school was because of this.
Absolutely, Chad. And we've got a couple other stories we wanted to touch on. Why don't you tell the folks a little bit about this hunter?
So a hunter died after being attacked by a deer he had just shot. Well, I mean, the deer has already been cleared by the judge as a case of self-defense, as it was shot.
Now, to be fair, the hunter had slept with the deer's wife. A 10-year-old was charged with assault over a dodgeball game there, Chet. Now, the victims were the other participants in the game. It was a local nursery filled with young babies.
Now, I can safely say that for us, this simply was every day in PE.
Final story there, Chet. What do you got?
Well, a group of thieves stole a minivan in New Jersey last week that actually had a dead body inside. Now, imagine the murderer's surprise when he came back to find that the person he thought he had murdered had driven away.
Now, in New Jersey there, Chet, they consider this a regular Wednesday activity. Well, Chet, it's a new year, and we're going to definitely experience a lot of new news this year.
I am Chet Morningstar.
Chet, any final thoughts here before we kick off 2020?
I'm Chet Morningstar. Have a great night.
He's Chet Morningstar. I am Chip Daly.
And I'm Chet Morningstar.
Have a pleasant tomorrow.
I'm Chet Morningstar.
Oh man, welcome back. That those news boys, they boys that news.
The news boys.
Boys to news.
The newsies.
Two boys news. Like boys to men? It's a pun.
No, that would be boys to news.
It's a pun. All right, so we're going to try this.
Turning into a newspaper.
All right, I'm excited for this segment here. So we're going to run...
What's happening? This is not Fishbowl?
No, it's not.
Okay.
So the way this is going to work is this is going to be a new segment here. We're going to test it out. It's an improv segment.
And for those of you, if you don't hear anything right now, it's because we cut it.
Yeah, we cut it.
We cut it out.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give a location, a relationship, and a word. And then you and I are going to run like a 5-minute, 5 to 10 minute improv scene.
Okay. I've never done improv before, so.
Yeah, so this will be good. Location, subway car. Okay. Relationship, coach/referee. So one person's a coach, the other person's a referee. Do you want to be coach or referee?
I guess I could be referee.
Okay, you'll be referee, I'll be the coach. And the word that we have to utilize in this is the sun. So we have to work in the sun at some point. Either
the sun.
Conversation. Okay, so your referee.
The sun is in like...
Your referee... the sun is in the one in the sky.
Okay.
So you're referee, I'm coach. We're on a subway car. We got to work in the sun at some point. All right?
Okay.
I can start us off if you want.
Okay. You should play a subway car noise in the background.
You want to make more work for me? That's how subway cars sound. All I'm saying is the calls you made in that game were horrible. And now I have to travel on this subway car with you after you just cost our team the championship. And it's unbelievable.
Listen, the calls are what they are.
No, what do you mean the calls are what they are?
If you open the rule book and you look under every single rule and regulation, you'll see that you're always wrong.
No, I'm not always wrong.
Maybe your team's just bad.
No, our team is not bad. Oh.
St. Marcus Square.
You can't call... Oh, wait. Oh, is that the subway car or is that you making a call?
No, I was making a call for the subway star.
Oh, well...
How else are people going to know where to get off?
Well, there's a robotic voice. Do you hear the robotic voice?
No, I can't hear it.
Well, that's because you
St.
keep
Marcus
doing it.
Square.
You keep doing it when the thing's supposed to go. There's a ding, and then it tells people, and then people get off.
That's not in the rules, though.
Well, your rule book is irrelevant.
My
to the
rule book
situation.
is the way of life. Under youth basketball, ages 8 to 16, there's nothing in here
It's a wide
about
range.
a subway car.
It's a wide range of ages in this game.
Well, I got a lot of games to coach. I'm sorry, you don't want me to make any money?
Well, my team of 8-year-olds deserved better because Amber Lynn played her ass off, and I'm sorry to say ass in front of you, but she played her ass off, and she scored all of our points, literally every single one. It was 22-24, and your call cost us the game.
What was my call? Huh? What was your issue with my call?
So it was at the end of the game, right? There were free throws happening, and the sun was shining through the window of the gym. And I called timeout because I was like, Amber Lynn is not going to be able to shoot those free throws with the sun in her eyes. We're going to wait for the sun to move. And you said you have no timeouts left.
Yeah, well, you probably didn't see her rip a line of cocaine on the bench, did you?
I did not see that. Also, do you know
as
that
a
the
referee,
sun...
I have to be watching everywhere?
Well, first of all, she didn't do that. She's 8 years old. If anything, it was meth. And second of all, the sun can create blindness. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. It's not in your book. But if you look at the sun, it can create blindness. So I was actually saving her life. And blindness can cause death because you can step in front of a subway on accident because you can think you're going to Ben & Jerry's.
So you think
It
that
all makes
because
sense.
they're blind, that they'll step in front of a subway car,
Maybe.
assuming they've already made it to the subway
It's a
without
miserable
any
life.
help?
No, it's kidding.
Listen, in the rule book, there's only
Sure.
one listing under son, and it says the son, and it says Michael Jordan, because he is the son of basketball.
What is this, an encyclopedia?
My rule
Why
book,
would the rule book be the son is Michael Jordan? What rule is that?
Because it's Rule 15, Part 2, subparagraph 4. Michael Jordan is the Son and the Holy Father.
All I'm saying is Amber Lynn, we called timeout.
She was high on cocaine.
She was not high on cocaine. She did
Your
try to
entire
sniff.
team is out of regulation.
She did try to
I
sniff
saw
the free throw
4
line.
drug deals go down during the first period.
Now that was outside of the game. The action though, that was on the bench. Anything they say, the phrase goes, anything on the bench goes.
It's not like Las Vegas, okay? What happens on the
We
bench
are in Las Vegas.
doesn't stand.
This is the Las Vegas subway.
I thought we were in New York. This is throwing me off.
Well, then we hopped on the plane at LAX with my dream in a
Right.
cardigan.
That's right, yeah.
And then we drove to New York from LAX, and now we're here on the subway, and the next stop is my stop. But
What stop are you even getting off on?
I don't know, because you keep blowing the whistle, so I can't hear the robotic recording.
Next stop, Michael Jordan. Yeah, I can do that
Next
too.
stop,
huh?
Michael Jordan. So that's not a stop.
Yeah, it's his house.
We're not in Chicago.
No, this is a one-way sub to his house.
One-way sub to Michael Jordan's house in
Yeah,
New York
it's a
City.
foot-long sub.
He doesn't live in a foot-long subway. Eat fresh. Just because Amber Lynn tried to sniff the free throw line, tried to snort it, does not mean that she is on cocaine.
I think there are a lot of reasons why she is on cocaine, but the first one being that on the Jumbotron, it zoomed in as she ripped the line of cocaine on the bench.
It was
on the actual bench, and it was the entire length of the bench. In fact, the Guinness Book of World Records also said that was the longest line of cocaine that has ever been sniffed.
Please
ever.
don't hit the microphone.
Sorry.
Sir, referee.
Who gave us these microphones on the subway?
I don't know, but you keep blowing your whistle into it, and I can't hear. I think this next stop is mine, though. But I'm going to get off, but I'm going to leave you with this. I hate you, and you should die. And you should jump in front of a train.
That's fine. Because... you know what? Look around. We're not even really... I'm not a referee. You're not a coach. We're in a cardboard box.
I was trying to end the scene. End scene.
Oh.
Here we go. That's pretty good.
Oh, that was all right.
Yeah, actually, I think we could probably keep that in.
Okay. Well,
I liked when you brought it to the cocaine aspect when we started talking about 8-year-olds. I didn't think you were going to go
8
there.
to 16. No, still not. Well, actually, it's not legal to do coke anyway. So
really,
it's like,
at
no.
any
The
point.
legal age for cocaine is 21,
Yeah, it's
right?
21-year-old cocaine addict. It's fine. Whoa, fishbowl. We'll work on that, though. I thought it went pretty well. All right. It is time for the bowl of fishes. It's fishbowl, people. Chance to pitch. Useful. Terrible. Investment opportunities. 2020. So, we had some pretty fantastic inventions in 2019.
Yeah.
Mostly by myself. Now, 2020 brings a whole new opportunities for an investment. Because here's, I picture this. This is a scenario.
Yes, the year of the investment.
What do you mean?
Like, like the year of the rat, the year of the cat.
Oh, year
This
of the
is
investment. I thought you said
year of
you're the investment. I thought you were saying you are. I'm the investment. I was like, I do. What am I supposed
There's
to
always
do?
money in the banana stand. I've actually lined your body with cash. If there's ever a situation where I'm, hurting,
Sure.
I just have to cut you open and there's cash inside.
That's why I'm so, big. That must be it. So, in my mind, the scenario is this. Somebody's on the subway talking with their referee, and they're listening to the podcast, and then they say to the guy next to him, hey, listen to this. And they put the headphone thing in their ear, and it's covered in earwax. And they put it in their ear, and they go, listen to this invention this guy just said. And the guy says, as a matter of fact, I'm a billionaire, and I invent things all the time.
Oh, I lost where you're going. I literally blacked out for half a second, and I just heard that you were trying to put ideas into people's ears.
No.
With a piece of paper, and I was like, that's not how.
No, I'm saying the person goes, I'm a billionaire. This is great. I loved this invention. Where can I find this guy? And they say, you can find this guy. Their website's not up, but you can find them on Instagram.
Their website expired.
At the Random Word Podcast. And you can DM them. There. That's okay. So this was okay. I guess it's just my dream. Fishbowl.
What's your invention?
All right. So you want me to go?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first.
Welcome to the Fish Dojo. In 2020, the first invention of the year is...
What's up, people? It's me.
Not much, man. I'm all right.
It's me, Joe Rogan. No. So we're after the holidays, right? But think about when you were at the holidays and you were having to travel around, going to families, cousins, friends, all these places, and there's family members you didn't really want to hang out with, but you still got to make the effort. Well, we can prolong that effort a little bit with our new invention, Holoways. Here's how it works. It's a GPS system in your car that will give you the longest possible route to a family member's house that you're trying to avoid. So, for example, you say, let's say your aunt invites you over. You hate that aunt. You don't really want to go over, but you still got to show you're making the effort. Aunt, I'm on my way. Well, guess what? Holoways will take you maybe up to Brooklyn, and you live in South Carolina. Maybe it'll take you West Coast. Maybe you'll just go all over the place, and you are not lying while saying, I'm on my way. Holoways. GPS sold separately.
GPS sold separately.
Well, GPS is the product. So it is sold separately, technically, than anything you buy.
So you said it's taking you way out of the way. So
well,
if I were
that
the
was
aunt,
kind of an extreme example.
If I was the aunt and it was like, oh, are you coming over? And we're in North Carolina, you're like, oh, I ended up in Brooklyn. I'm so sorry. I'd be like, all right, this fucking guy.
So that's an extreme example, but realistic example would
I mean,
be,
it can make you take every single back road.
Yeah,
because in Google Maps, when you're
body
using
like
it,
a back
sometimes
something me. Well, boy howdy.
Boy howdy. Even when oh man, I lost my train of thought.
Cool, because GPS gives you option
yeah, it'll say
shortest
if you turn,
route,
or if you're driving, it'll say if you turn right here, this is 44 minutes slower.
Yeah,
and
that's always the best.
Why would I ever need to use
Why even
that?
present that as an option?
But I do like that because especially
I do like taking back roads.
I like taking backwards, but I like the fact that it drags out the time that you're in the car. So if you're okay with being in the car, but if it were taking me away, that's all traffic.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be there was one time where I drove to the Prince William Mason campus for one of my sister's shows, and it took me through the most insane route I've ever been on. It was great. I loved it. It was all through these neighborhoods and all this back country, and you're like, where are we exactly?
I know. I like
That's
it,
the way
and
to
then
go.
especially it works when you're leaving too, because you're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, let me just check traffic, right? Because
Yeah.
when you're trying to decide when to leave, if it just shows like, what it should show is super great traffic.
Yeah.
Because if it's super bad, they're gonna be like, oh, just wait it out.
No,
a
if
little
it's
bit.
gonna be so great, be like,
They'd be
now's
like,
a good time
it
for us
says
to go.
It says I'm gonna be there in 15 minutes.
I need to go now. So
Yeah.
Holloways,
I like that. I'll give that
That's
3 stars.
sponsored by Waze. So you said
3 stars. 3. You're done.
you're saying these words. I'm not hearing them. 4.
Those 2 don't count. Ben, if you could cut those out
2.
in post.
4. Don't talk to post Ben. All right, editing Ben. He needs to concentrate. I've got probably one of the ham and Swiss Sammys right now while I'm editing. My guess is where I'm at right now in the future. Probably because I have a couple left over. Got a ham and Swiss. We made some
Future Ben.
crock pot mac and cheese. It was
Future
insane.
Ben, if you're eating the ham and cheese sandwich
I
right
probably
now,
am.
just real quick, just take a bite.
Oh, see now I don't like
man.
this. I don't like this.
Did
now.
it taste good?
I threw it
Because
away. I threw it away. Thanks.
Let all the cheese
Future
and
Ben
ham
threw
just
this out the
mix it
window.
around in your mouth. And
In fact, I'm throwing all of these
tell
away.
you what, just go for that second bite.
All the leftover. No, all the leftovers.
Just
Hey,
munch on
Future
the
Salty
second
Dalton.
bite. Just eat it.
Enjoy those gummy bears. I don't know. I
What a
gave you-
great comeback.
I gave you them. I don't know why I'm saying that. All right. Are you ready for yours?
Just let the cheese drip down.
The
your
one you
face.
probably came up with 5 minutes before the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on it.
Welcome in.
Hey, I'm not here to waste your time.
everybody.
I'm just here to make you money.
Boy, howdy.
Tell you what, listen, you've been to bars.
Sure.
Sometimes it gets busy because the bar is also a restaurant.
You could drink somebody else's
Where's
glass.
the bars that we used to have where it was literally just a bar
Where everybody
and
knows
a
your
bag
name.
of chips? Yeah. And so I kind of want to get us back closer to that. So I am willing to pitch to you bar food. It's a bar stocked with vending machines as your food option.
Okay.
Now you can go grab a brew and you can go to the vending machine and you can type in the beer you have and it will suggest the snacks for the beer to be paired with. You swipe your credit card, the snacks drop off, you head back to wherever you want to sit and enjoy the game. Bar food is a revolutionary new vending machine option. It can be in any bar, any airport. It will help you enjoy your beer bar food.
Do you have to pay for the food and vending machines?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Why
just
would
checking.
it be free? Yeah, sorry, it's not a restaurant. It's just a vending machine that can go in a bar.
But the pairings, where do they see about the pairings?
It's on the vending machine.
Oh, it's on the vending machine.
Yeah,
like this
so
would go great with.
So they have
Bud Light.
like a kind of the big touch screen,
Sure.
and you swipe over to the beer that you're
Beep, boop,
currently
beep, boop, boop.
drinking,
Yeah.
and you can put beers that you have as well,
Oh.
and then it can pull up some stuff for you, and then
Okay.
you can take it back to your house. You can take it back into the
The vending
bar.
machine?
No, the food.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could try.
Man,
but
imagine having a vending machine in your home that like doesn't cost money.
Could you imagine?
That'd be awesome.
I feel like I would
Like when
use it
people
a
have
lot.
like pinball machines in their house, why not just put a vending machine in your house?
I always wondered that though, but do people actually use the pinball machine? Because
Yeah.
Abby's
Abby's family has one in the basement.
Every time I'm asked, I've been like, "Hey, how often do you use it?" They're like, "Honestly, well, I haven't touched it in years." And I'm like, "So maybe that first week."
Now it's
they were
probably the
like,
same thing with Abby's family. I don't think they really play it. We played it once like 3 years ago, and that was the last time I remember.
Maybe it's like that. Maybe like the first week is like, "I'm a pinball wizard," and
But it's
like
one of those
the
things
Who
when you
song,
see
yeah.
it, you're like, "Oh my god, you have a pinball machine in your house. That's so cool." And then, but the problem is like nobody knows how to fix any of them. So if like it breaks,
It's
like
done
you're,
so.
you're just stuck with it forever. There's nothing you can do.
I also like I get the appeal of buying some of those games.
Yeah.
And it's like good. It's cool aesthetically,
Sure.
but like really, that seems like a huge hassle.
Yeah, it is, and it's like hard to move because it's so big. It's crazy. So the vending machine bar, it's a lazy idea, I'll say, right off the bat. Now,
What if I took it a step further right
okay,
now?
Now I'm interested. What could be?
What if I'm thinking through this because I made this up literally while you were talking.
Sure.
What if it also distributed the beer and the snacks?
Together in like a package.
So you could look up, the combo, and it would drop. Yeah, so what it would do is it would put the beer and all the snacks you bought,
Yeah.
and it would seal it into this bag, and you can take the bag out and then take it around. I don't know what the container laws are like, so.
Sure. Yeah.
That way you
like
could-
Chipotle, you can't take the beers. Remember your Chipotle story? That's one of my favorite stories.
Oh, when they
every time
made me-
I'm in a
I
Chipotle,
ordered
I
this
think of that.
couple Coronas,
Oh,
and then
it's
they're
so
like,
great.
I was like, why'd you take the top off? And they're like, well, you can't you can't drink this outside. I was like, well, I was getting it to go. They're like, we don't do that here. So I sat down at that table, just chugged the
It's one of my favorite stories you've told on this show, and I think of it every time we go to Chipotle Friday.
Oh, God. I was like, great. Now I have to wait another 40 minutes.
So I like the idea of pairing the vending machine and the beer, and then
there are snacks that go in, certain chips go so well with certain beers. Yeah,
I say
chips, nuts, all.
My favorite chips right now are I think Route 29 is the brand, and it's Mama Zuma's Revenge. It's these spicy chips. They're unbelievable.
I've been really into. I think it's. Mine are Route 11 chips.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Not Route 29.
Okay,
they're Route 11. Yeah,
and so same brand. They have a bunch
Those
of
streets
stuff.
cross.
They're Chesapeake crab chips.
Okay, yeah, I've had them before.
And they're dill pickle chips.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have the grill has all those. The Route 11 chips. They've got all of them.
Oh, nice.
Great.
At the Monroe.
At the Monroe.
At the Mon. Yeah.
You got to send Ashley
What do you guys
to
call
buy
it,
you
the
some
row?
chips.
The
We call it the
row.
grill. We call it the grill.
Oh, dude, but you should say Death Row.
We've been calling it the grill
row?
forever, and we're the MGC Monroe Grill Committee.
Yeah, how many left of you though?
There's only 3 of us left.
How many started?
Everybody keeps. We had like 5 at one point. No, it's everybody keeps quitting. Oh yeah, this random story popped in my head, and then we'll continue. I have to remember it. So we went to Lowe's over break to pick up salt for when it gets cold and icy and stuff because we didn't have any of that salt. And so I felt like. So I had no idea where it was. So there was a guy, a Lowe's employee, and I was like, he's like, do you need any help? And I was like, yeah. Do you know where the salt is? And I was like, not the food kind. And he's like, yeah, I know. and he's like, yeah, it's back. But like the whole time, I pissed him off right off the bat because he's like, it's
walk into his house and tell him what salt you need.
Well, because I don't know if they sell actual salt at Lowe's. They might sell actual salt at Lowe's. Maybe.
Yeah, it's in our cooking aisle, jackass.
That happened like 5 days ago. I think about it at least 6 times a day. It's like, why couldn't I have just said salt? And
so did he walk you guys all the way back?
No, he just pointed where it was. He's like, go through those doors.
He probably didn't want to. He's like,
and he had another employee next to him, and as soon as I walked by, he's like, not this food kind. What the f***ing ass? Like, that he was cursing me out. Sorry, I just thought of that. So your invention, I'm gonna give a 3 because I think it's got potential.
Yeah, I think if it distributes the beer as well, then you could buy combos.
What if it was like a Coca-Cola freestyle machine too? That was a tap mixed in like with beer, and then the food vending machine. It's
so
all
that would be the in-person restaurant called Bar Food, that's where you go.
Very low maintenance restaurant.
You pick the tab and whatever, and then
no employees.
But I like the vending machine idea if you could buy the combos.
Yeah.
So like you could look at like favorite combos, and it could be like
tracks, all that stuff. Yeah.
Lagunitas IPA and this special pack of nuts and chips, and you'd be like,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty good. Do you? Oh wait.
Hold on. Ooh, telemarketer. I'm actually just gonna hang up.
No, you gotta answer it. Here, I'll answer it for you. Hello, Random Word Podcast. See, this is what happens when you should have answered it. I talked over the music. The people now know it wasn't a real phone call. It's Call Center, presented by Bing.com. Go Bing yourself, mother bingers.
Bing it. Bing it all night. Bing it a lot.
Email us the random word blog.
Bing this. Bing that.
Bing
I
howdy.
hate Bing.
There's a pun.
So much.
Bing howdy.
No, not.
It's a pun.
Bing howdy.
I'll read the first one. Stephanie, 24 years old. Subject line, New Year, New Me. Stephanie says, in the year 2020, I will not be a pushover anymore. Do you guys have any tips regarding standing your ground and doing whatever you want? Come to the right place, Stephanie.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all want to be the best version of ourselves we can be.
New year, new me.
One thing that I like to do to sort of assert my dominance is I will always carry a set of white leather gloves in my back pocket.
True.
And then as soon as somebody kind of encroaches on me or says something unsavory, I pull out a single glove and smack them in the face. And then drop it at their feet and say, I'm ready to dance. Are you?
I like that. I was thinking of something else with gloves. I was thinking they're black gloves. You put one on and you go, and you kind of talk to yourself like, you got this, OJ. You got this.
Oh. Ooh.
And then that could really kind of... So basically we're saying you got to threaten violence to somebody. If you want to not be a pushover anymore, you gotta seem dangerous, a little edgy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, one thing you could do is just pretend that you're deaf. So when they start yelling at you, you just...
Why don't you do an impression of somebody pretending to be deaf? No, deaf people don't just go... What are you looking at? Hey.
No. So you learn ASL.
Like the voice. Do the voice that they do.
I'm not falling for
We gotta
that trick.
send that to government.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of the glove, but
Yeah.
like you could pretend that you're actually deaf. Like you know all the ASL stuff too.
Sure.
But like if they start saying something, do nothing until they physically touch you, and then sign them something, and then point to your ears, and then give them the middle finger, and then continue doing what you were doing.
Okay. I mean, Stephanie, it's clearly great advice. Why don't you read the last one here? You got it in front of you?
Chris, 29. My 2020 Cinderella. Boys, I met someone on New Year's Eve at a party, but I didn't catch her name. I could just as the host.
Just ask the host.
I could just ask the host, but that's not romantic. Any tips on how else I can find her? Craigslist misconnections.
That's true.
Male seeking woman saw at party.
Everybody checks that every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Male saw a woman at party.
Hoping to get to know you, winky face.
Be as non-specific as possible.
Yeah. About as vague as you can
Just
get.
man, woman. And then just
Man looking for woman.
For woman in general.
And then cast a wide net. See, that's how you sift through all the
That's true.
things. Just
You
say,
may find somebody better than the one at the
man
party.
looking for woman at party.
For me, I think what works best, and we see it all the time, is those little messages in the sky.
Yes.
So what you do is you start there. And here's the thing. Obviously, that only covers a certain territory. So what you're going to do is hire maybe like 10 of those flyers and pick
All
like the
around the
most
city.
populated parts of the city.
Yeah.
And you just run those flyers up there and have them put a number or something like
Now,
that.
I don't know if they have a character limit.
There might be. You probably have to pay by the word.
So maybe it'll be M4W
yes.
party,
Party
and then your phone number.
and your phone number. And
They should know
They should know.
if they were feeling the same vibe.
I mean,
Now, that isn't in here, so I don't know if this is sort of creepy, right? Because
Sure.
all it says is, I met someone at a party.
it doesn't say like
I
they
didn't
talked
ask
to
for
them.
her name.
No.
And I don't want to ask the host because the host doesn't want.
I don't want a
that's
trail.
The weird
I
part
don't
about
want a
it.
trail.
He
I don't want a
doesn't
paper
want a trail, so he wants to find this woman
Yeah.
that he may or may not have talked to.
He may or may not have. He may have seen her from afar.
Now, and we all know the rules, okay? Listen, it's not as cool or spontaneous if you find a woman who you talk to once and ask them out spontaneously.
Exactly. It's gotta.
It's
be
not
weird.
going to work, man. You got to get to know them, or you got to
Yeah.
say more than just.
Well, yeah.
Nice party.
Sure. Well,
Maybe that's how it went.
What are you like a caretaker of like a bell tower? Why do you talk like that?
Welcome to the party.
What are you mixing potions in a
Help
dungeon?
yourself to the chips and queso.
I think you got to be creative. I think because here's the thing. Then she has a story.
Normally, you take off your shoes at the door, but it's a party, so please leave them on.
Because at that point, I hate taking off my shoes at parties because I'm always worried about my feet.
I used to be super concerned people would see holes in my socks, whether or not they were
think
there.
you're a little poor boy.
It's exactly it. It'd be like, oh wow, you got a lot of holes in your socks.
I'm always worried because sometimes your socks get stains from like stepping on things, and I'm always worried about
Hold on.
stains on it. Like
Hold on.
like when they have.
What are you stepping on in just your socks?
No, I mean, you never know. Like
No, what do you mean? What do you mean you never know? You definitely know. If I step in anything,
The socks are so
on,
white, and like you step on the wrong color.
Do you
thing.
only wear white socks?
No, I have black socks on right now. See, they're black.
Are those new boots? Those Nike boots?
I've had these since my birthday,
Ah,
October. You just never look. You just don't appreciate my feet anymore.
welcome to my party.
But yeah, I think what were we saying? Oh yeah, don't worry about my feet and my stains.
Hide your sock stains. Get the Skyriders.
Hide your bed, hide your wife. So before we end the show, we do have to do the random thing, and we got to make a joke about it.
Okay.
So randomlists.com.
I forgot about this.
Well,
Let me just check
Shows
my
your dedication.
Snapchats.
don't
Tilly is just staring into the blinds. She can't see through them.
Maybe
She's
she
just
can.
staring at them.
She sees more than you know.
Randomlist.net, is that it?
.com. Randomlists with an S.com. And you're going to go to the random thing generator. And then you're going to pull one for me, and I'm going to come up with a pun. I'll come up with a pun. I've been doing good with that.
That might be a little beyond you.
Well, we'll try it. I'll see if I can. All right,
Random
we'll just get in the
things.
zone. AutoZone.
Oh, no, I clicked on an ad. Were you born with special gifts?
Whoa!
Magic, spelled MAGICK test, reveals all. Discover the truth about your special gifts by taking this 10-question test. Was one of those 10 questions, do you have special gifts?
Click the quiz.
Okay.
Did you click the quiz?
Yeah, it's taking me there. Question 1, are you man or woman? Man.
Man, yeah. I think.
The website is Simple Mystic Miracles.
Okay. I already like this.
In what date range does your birthday fall? This seems more like a phishing attack.
Well, just put a random one. Don't put your actual birthday.
Okay.
What is your social security number?
Have you ever heard the phone ring and knew who it was before answering?
Ooh.
Yeah, the callers every time.
Yeah, every time the callers call into the show.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, so we'll do yes.
Yeah.
Watch them to hack my credit card.
Well, but don't put in your credit card.
What symbol do you like best?
I don't know. I like the one with the 2 lines at the top.
There's a triangle
Yeah.
with a line through it. There's a downwards triangle with a line through it. Or there's
Ooh.
simply just a triangle pointing upwards and a triangle pointing downwards. I do like the first one.
Okay, yeah. Go with the
And I assume the special symbol is probably sealing my soul.
yeah, it's
Okay.
what's the next one?
This is not user friendly. In life, at this time in your life, what is most important to you? Love, money, fixing a big problem, or other?
I mean,
It gotta be love.
yeah, that's important. Fixing a big problem. You know, that murder.
Yeah. Have you ever felt something would happen before it actually did? Of course.
Of course, you got to get that feeling in your stomach.
Have you ever had a realistic dream about someone who has passed away?
I mean, yeah, we've all had sex dreams.
With dead people? Yeah, definitely, sure.
Me and Babe Ruth, baby.
Do you believe it is possible to change your life with your thoughts? Yes, no, or I don't know.
I'll let you answer that question for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What is your first name?
Oh, well, yeah.
The name your parents gave you at birth. Salty.
Yeah.
Enter your best email address so I can send you your results. Hard pass.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's all right. You'll never know. Still got to go randomlist.com.
Oops. Ooh, I closed out of it.
Randomlists.com. Randomlisps.com. It's a different website.
It's just people talking with lisps all over and over again.
Thank you for coming
Guys,
to the website.
welcome.
Oh, I spit all over the windscreen here.
I can't find it. Where is it?
Randomlists.com, and then go to Random Thing Generator. We're wasting the people's hard time here.
Okay, another ad popped up, but I was smart this time. Okay.
Okay. So you read one to me first, and I read yours.
All
All right, I'm going to come up with a pun. It's got to be a good one. Please give me a good one. I need a good pun.
Chalk.
Chalk. The math problem on the board sure was dusty.
Oh, another
Chalk.
great swing and a miss at a pun by Ben.
All right, I got a word for you here. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Lotion.
Lotion?
Lotion.
Put the lotion in the basket or else it gets the jokes again.
Is that a pun? Is that yours? Is that what you said? Is that you're going to go with that?
All right, fine. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Lotion. Lotion who?
Knock.
Lotion in the ocean.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's a lotion salesman. I'm here to show you some lotions.
I'm good. I already have some. Actually, I have some at home. It's for my eczema.
I have extra special ones for your eczema.
No, I bought it. I literally bought an eczema. Want to see? I'm not going to show you the eczema, but I've got some right here. I've got one. I got some right here and right here. Are you still doing this tonight?
Okay. Well, you know what they say. Lotion.
I barely knew her.
I barely know
Yeah,
her.
I've heard that too. Thanks for that lotion salesman. See you next time. See you, buddy. Thanks for that. Besides that, man, I think boy howdy. That sounds like the end of the show to me.
Boy, howdy.
Sayonara, you stupid suckers.
We howdy. We're howdy.